Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Regigar Corporation, Regigar.com website, and our first internet seminar or webinar, Golden Eye, a beginner of the course of 3 introductory webinars about our company and our business and investment opportunities for you. My name is Ved Liebman. You can call me Ved, V-A-D. My position in Regigar Inc. is President and Executive Chairman. I'm a founder of this business, Chief Developer and Chief Designer of its main website and other products, and the leader of our international team of managers, franchisees and investors of our one-of-a-kind and very special internet business that I will show you today. And when I say you, I mean our audience from 18 world's nations that are part of our Step A countries list, where the launch phase of our business expansion begins. Our launch phase will simultaneously reach out to more than 1/3 of the world's population, over 2.5 billion people, 35% of the people of Earth. We are launching our extraordinary product in 3 country groups at the same time. Group 1 is primarily English-speaking nations. Group 2 is where English is one of the official languages. These countries will be covered by the English version of our website. And Group 3 is where the largest Russian-speaking countries are that will be covered by our website's Russian version, which we initially produced for prototyping and test marketing purposes, and because our company founders, original investors, and website developers all speak Russian. Therefore, once again, welcome to Regigar Inc., the American corporation, and Regigar.com, the international website that on its launch phase is welcoming people from the following countries. Group 1, USA, Canada, United Kingdom, Ireland, Australia and New Zealand. Group 2, Puerto Rico, South Africa, Nigeria, Pakistan, India, Singapore, Philippines and Hong Kong, a special administrative region of China, which is on our next Step B countries list. Therefore, Hong Kong will be our opening doors to the People's Republic of China. And finally, Group 3, Russia, Belarus, Ukraine and Kazakhstan, 4 Soviet, now independent states, where our remarkable product was invented, financed and produced during the 2-year seed stage, which was most risky and the hardest one so far, but it all paid off with the birth of our Golden Eye. A little later on this webinar, you will find out what Golden Eye is, and during our introductory course, I will provide you with a lot of interesting, detailed and up-to-date information about our team, our business, everything around and inside out. Important thing for you to know that all our introductory webinars are accompanied by the transcripts and slides. Everything I say and show you can read by downloading the transcripts and slides from the webinars page of Regigar.biz, our promotional website in English and Russian. Before we go into our business details, you need to know how you can make money with us and how much. When you become one of us, the insider, you'll be available to generate income of 3 different types: active, passive and mixed. Active income is when you invest your time mostly and little or no money to work with us as a manager and or a franchisee. Yes, you can get on our board absolutely free to earn the money to pay for our franchising and investment opportunities if you qualify for our job openings that I will tell you about later. Passive income is when you invest just money and no time at all to become our investor. Your passive income from our business is like your income from a stock market, where you make money on dividends and capital gains, or like investing in rental property that pays monthly rental income and one-time capital gain when you sell it with profit. Mixed income is when you invest time and money to become our manager and or franchisee and investor. This is how you can receive most of the financial and other benefits of our business, and this is how the majority of our team members make money. So if you have time and money, my personal advice to you is to aim at a mixed income, because it's a win-win situation and it is how you can make hundreds of thousands and even $1 million very soon. By the way, our closest financial goal is to take our company public in 2020. That's when we plan to become filthy rich. But until then, we are getting just rich by making $100,000 a year and more on the initial investment of around $2,000 for the developed nations and starting from $600 for the developing ones. You can also get our board for free, as I said before, if you qualify and make about the same income, or you can invest more and make more. Just to let you know, our job is not to sell business and investment opportunities. We sell our website products to our website users all across the world. That is why most of our business and investment opportunities come with 90 days money back guarantee, so you have nothing to lose if you invest your money and later change your mind for any reason whatsoever. If that's what you're interested in, once again, welcome to the international team of Ragigar managers, franchisees, and investors from both sides of Atlantic and Pacific. And now I need to tell you three most important things about our team, our business, and our business opportunities. The number one most important thing about our business and business opportunities is that it is not a rocket science or a nuclear physics. While working on management positions with us requires certain skills and experience, being a franchisee or investor requires no skills or experience at all. We provide ongoing free training to our franchisees and furnish our investors with all the necessary knowledge, advice, and time to make the informed investment decisions and track their money with us. Every breath we make, every breath we take, every move we make. The number two most important thing about us, we have no corporate offices and we all work from our homes. Like I work from my home in Moscow, Russia for several years, working right now from my home in Los Angeles, California, USA, and will be working very soon from my place in Nicoya, Costa Rica. Just like me, you can work with us and follow us anywhere in the world. Our business is totally online with all the necessary tools to allow all us to work from our home or on the road and make our flexible hours. As a result, not only we save a lot of money on office rent, commute, and related expenses, we also sign up our team members from any location worldwide. We even created our own corporate intranet to help us communicate, train, and work online in groups and individually. The number three most important thing about us is that we are not computer geeks and internet nerds, now that we are young and free. Most of us have other businesses and jobs, not computer or internet related. Our average age is around 40, and almost all of us are married and have children. And by the way, according to our industry forecasts, the nearest future of successful internet business belongs to people like us, entrepreneurs and wannabes without special knowledge of computing, websites, and internet. Remember how mass production of cars started. First came professional mechanics with their names on their autos, like Ford, Chrysler, Mercedes, and Rolls-Royce. And then came professional business people and their investors, who took the auto business on the next superior level by creating General Motors, BMW, Fiat, Jaguar, and other great automobile companies. As always, history repeats itself. Almost all of the first wave internet billionaires of today have computer and web-related education and background, with very rare exceptions, such as Ma Yun, former English language teacher, also known as Jack Ma, the founder of Alibaba Group, China's largest internet company and one of the largest companies in the world with quarter of a trillion market capitalization. Interesting fact that if you look close on today's stock market, you will see that despite the fact that internet industry is worth trillions of dollars already and is growing very fast, the number of publicly traded internet companies is extremely low, almost none, about 100 across the globe, meaning that the era of a random success of gifted and lucky computer guys is over, and now it is time for professional business people to hit the jackpot in the internet industry. During the course of this introductory webinar and succeeding ones, we will show you that our business is not a traditional internet business that makes money on traditional sources of online income. Our business is an innovative hybrid, a diversified combination and integration of several businesses online, including commercial real estate, corporate and personal finance, business and consumer services. By the way, as of October 2016, our business team consists of over 100 proud members from 3 Russian-speaking countries who are with us for 2 years and more since 2014, when the founders introduced their business idea, model and website prototype to our first potential investors and franchisees from former USSR countries to see how the most skeptical market on earth will react. And the reaction was outstanding. We raised our $1 million seed capital in almost no time by pre-selling our franchises during a 3-month crowdfunding campaign in Runet, Russian-speaking internet. Today, after we invested $1 million of our team's money and thousands of hours of our work and the work of our contractors and freelancers to produce all the necessary website designs and functions, programming and marketing basics, most of which was done in Belarus for cost-saving reasons, we are taking our business to the next step, from production on local level to operations on the international stage, starting with 18 English and Russian-speaking countries in spring of 2017 and all over the world a bit later. That is why right now it is the best time for the people of these countries to join our team and become one of us, the insiders, who are already making money, will be making much more very soon, and will deliver a lot of important benefits to the global society starting 2017. Chapter 2, History. It all started back in summer of 2009, when a group of acclaimed economists and successful entrepreneurs from Russia, US, Israel, China, and other countries had a two-day conference in Moscow Nakhabino Country Club to discuss reasons and consequences of global economic crisis of that time, to talk about the future of the internet, and to brainstorm on the best ideas for innovative online businesses. Being one of the speakers at that event, in my speech I noted that the reasons of the global economic crisis were strictly financial, the consequences will be mostly financial, and the future of internet will be based on financials too, like this new virtual currency called the Bitcoin that was introduced earlier that same year. I summarized that the best idea for the worldwide internet business of the nearest future would be the integration of virtual currencies into global exchange of products and services to assist individuals and organizations to make and save money. Having a former USSR high school and medical school diploma and a US college education and citizenship, in 2009 I was a successful international entrepreneur with 15 years business experience. I was one of the founders and owners of Eastern Europe's largest medical marketing company and was also involved in real estate projects in Russia and Ukraine. Back then, over 7 years ago, I was very well aware of huge and still rising power of the internet, but on the users and advertisers side. In 2009, I did not have my own internet business. I didn't even dream of having one. However, on that memorable summit in Moscow, I made a strategic decision to diversify my business by adding a new online business that will help people and companies around the world to make and save money with virtual currencies. It took me a few years of self-education, inventive thinking, and thorough research to finally come up with a crystal clear vision of what kind of internet company I want to create, grow, and take public someday. I didn't want to do anything that others were already doing, not another search engine, social network, or online superstore. I wanted to make something that was totally unique, incredibly attractive to users, partners, and investors, with the potential to become a global multi-billion-dollar company, public company, very soon. But most of all, I wanted to create the all-in-one website that myself and others around the world could use for almost all of our needs, including shopping for any and all products and services, entertainment, socializing, dating, classifieds, you name it. I was so frustrated with having so many logins and passwords to so many websites that I desperately desired just one, but the all-inclusive, user-friendly place for all of my and other people's needs, with just one login password, one bonuses and rewards program, one customer service, and one name and address. By the year 2012, I pulled out from my crisis-bitten healthcare and real estate business and went through a divorce that left almost all of my assets to my wife and children. I was a little over 40 and had all the time in the world to start a new career of internet entrepreneur by launching my own internet company from scratch. By mid-2013, when I finished all the preliminary sketching and had all the conceptual ideas and calculations in place, I met with Anatoly Skripko from Belarus, an officer and a gentleman, a diplomat and a businessman, former Mercedes-Benz top executive and current honorary consul of South Africa and Belarus, co-founder, executive vice president and vice chairman of Ragigar Inc. And in April 2014, we started our first internet company called Evolution, with a task to research and develop a variety of new online services with one core product that we called a web mall, all-in-one online shopping center similar to a traditional shopping mall, but much more powerful, bigger, and better. Chapter 3, Product. If you Google the word web mall, you will find anything but a web mall. Actually, you will find something web mallish in Nigeria, Moldova, or India, but it will not look or function like a shopping mall of common sense. And if you Google the words online shopping center, online shopping mall, or internet mega mall, search results will be identical, nothing to write home about. If you ask yourself or somebody else why, the correct answer is who knows? Who knows why the most convenient and popular shopping concept in the history of mankind still doesn't exist on the internet? Who knows why there is not a single website around the world, not in China or US or Europe or anywhere else, where you can shop for all kinds of products and services, get all the entertainment you want, including movies, games, and shows, find a new job or a gorgeous date, socialize with your family members, friends, and other people, spend a couple of hours or a whole day on a web mall, just like you do in a regular shopping center, with all its convenience, excitement, and fun. And who knows why, the most visited online superstores like Amazon and others do not offer a true comparison shopping like almost any shopping mall does, where you can buy the exact same product, say a pair of Levi's 501 jeans, for a different price in a different store, at a regular price here, on sale there, with a nice gift over here, buy one get one free over there. Did you know that shopping centers were extremely popular throughout the history of mankind? You can find the remains of a big one in the center of Rome, across the Colosseum. It is called Mercatus Traiani, the Trajan's Market. Most ancient of all shopping malls, archaeological and architectural masterpiece. And the oldest of still operating shopping malls is the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, still in business since 1455, for over 5 centuries already. By the way, the most visited shopping mall on planet Earth is Mall of America in Minnesota since 1992. And the largest shopping mall by size is New South China Mall in China since 2005. Here is one interesting fact. The birthplace of modern type shopping malls is Russia, where Gostinny Dvor was built in St. Petersburg back in 1785. And 100 years later, in 1893, the biggest shopping center in the world of that time was opened on Moscow's Red Square. So it is not a surprise or a miracle that the first in the world online shopping mall Ragigar was built by a Russian-speaking team and is getting ready to launch its English and Russian version in spring of 2017 in 18 countries worldwide and all across the world later. You will enjoy Ragigar's website in English very soon, maybe even already. Check it out on ragigar.com. If there is still a home page only, please go to ragigar.com/ru and explore the Russian language prototype with the use of the online translator. If you ask yourself what is the major difference between a regular shopping mall and a web mall, the correct answer is yes, the size. While the regular mall is always limited by the size of its structure, the web mall is unlimited in size and can host thousands of merchants with millions of products and services and billions of shoppers at the same time without any traffic congestions, waiting lines, and other inconveniences. And of course, a web mall gives you many more money-saving opportunities than any store or regular shopping center, because on a web mall, thousands of vendors compete for your money. Competition is so high that not only you can get the lowest price there is, you can also bargain it even lower, plus get an extended free warranty, free delivery, and a nice gift after chatting online with a sales rep, store manager, or store owner. And one of the best things about web mall shopping is that you pay for your order only after you receive it, not before, and only if you are completely satisfied. Isn't that special? On a web mall, you can easily open your own online store in minutes to sell whatever you want. The buyer's traffic is so huge, the rent is almost nothing, and they even give you money to advertise. There are so many practical and valuable things you can do on a web mall that you can't anywhere else. This is where the real and the virtual get together to bring you the highest level of satisfaction. But wait, there is more. Right now, you can become not just a buyer or a seller of products and services on Ragigar first in the world web mall. Right now, you can become this web mall franchisee and co-owner to pocket your own part of its income and capital gains before and after Ragigar's IPO. In other words, who knows why you are with us today, watching and hearing the great news about the first in the world web mall that is opening very soon globally to provide you with outstanding shopping and business opportunities. And the big question is this: will you be just a customer of this web mall as you are a customer of a regular shopping center? Or will you be the insider of this soon to be a multi-billion dollar global venture that can make hundreds of thousands and even millions of dollars for you and your family very soon? Are you in front or behind the scenes of this all new and remarkable business and investment opportunity? Part 4, Tour. When designing the Ragigar web mall, I took a classical approach and made it in one of the most acclaimed, spectacular and popular styles, Egyptian, with Art Deco elements, a proven winner, as for Harrods in London and Luxor in Las Vegas. The name Raghigar is a palindrome, reads the same forward and backward, and consists of Ra in front and R in back, the name of a major Egyptian falcon-headed god Ra that travels forward and backward across the sky, and letters Gig, like in gigabyte, from a word gigantic and a unit of measurement meaning billion. We call our Raghigar all in one gigamall, because it is a next step above a regular shopping center, way much bigger and most importantly, enormously all-inclusive. Raghigar's logo, a golden eye with an emerald pupil, is a counterpart of the Eye of Horus, the left eye, the Eye of Ra, the right eye, a symbol of divine protection and life-giving power. A name and the logo combined make something incredibly huge, extremely powerful, and very well protected by God, destined to gigantic success as we all wanted. And let's not forget that naming, branding, and design are very powerful weapons to find competition. It was one of the reasons why it took us so much effort, time, and money to produce Raghigar's unique design and every detail of it. It isn't hard to produce Raghigar's competing clones and replicas in functions, but it's really hard to compete in design. Let's take a closer look, shall we? A starry night background on Raghigar website enhances and emphasizes its content and tranquilizes users, as in casinos, where you want your customers to be cool and calm, to concentrate on the game rather than on surroundings and details, which in Raghigar are golden and neon of different colors, green, blue, purple, red, yellow, white, making the overall atmosphere glamorous and festive, as well as peaceful and quiet on one hand, standing out, memorable and recognizable on the other, so you always know that you're on Raghigar and not somewhere else. I'll have to tour you through the Russian version, through the Russian prototype, because our English version is still under construction. As in almost any gigantic shopping center, Raghigar consists of pavilions, all named after a different Egyptian god or goddess, representing over 40 website categories of products and services, entertainment, etc. Your shopping convenience on Raghigar is not only pleasurable and eye-catching, but also very user-friendly. To find the needed stuff, you can use a regular search or surf through pavilions by clicking on the upper menu like I just did, or on supporting sidebars. You can also see all the gods and goddesses of Raghigar by opening a search bar categories menu. Looking for a designer outfit? Go to our fashion pavilion that displays and sells all kinds of clothing, shoes and accessories. Planning a trip? Discover our travel pavilion, where you can instantly get the hottest deals on airline tickets, hotels, car rentals, and more. This is just a prototype, so it shows where the banners go, where pictures go, and how it's all laid out. Buying food, making a restaurant reservation, or ordering pizza? Go to the food pavilion. Looking for a house to buy or rent? Visit our real estate pavilion. Need a mortgage, auto loan, credit card, or insurance of any type? Explore our convenient Finsurance pavilion. Doing business? Visit our office and business pavilion that hosts vendors who sell everything for your office needs, and you can also order products wholesale, purchase industrial supplies and materials, lab and scientific equipment, and so on and so forth. If you're looking for special deals on almost any product or service, there is a designated sale pavilion where you can find many different ways to save money on buy free coupons, discount cards, vouchers, certificates, last call sales, stock liquidations, and more. Buying from businesses is one thing. Buying from individuals is another in our convenient classifieds pavilion. Next to the classifieds, there are jobs and dating pavilions where you can post a resume and find a job, and create and promote your dating profile, browse through profiles of others to find somebody you like. Your entertainment on Raghigar is very diversified too. in entertainment pavilion with tickets to sporting events, theaters and concerts, expos and museums, nightclubs and paintball arenas, countless online games in game pavilion, TV and radio pavilions with hundreds of channels and stations, cinema pavilion with thousands of movies and shows on demand. And of course, Regigar offers its own credit and discount cards that help you to borrow and save money at almost any webmall store, as well as give you tremendous opportunities of a member of a Regigar shoppers club with all its newsletters and news feeds, online and offline events, members-only gifts, special offers, and much, much more. But the crown jewel of Regigar is the all new type of social network, or social universe as we call it, with all the traditional social networking options, plus very unique and exciting ones, available only on Regigar's social universe, where you can easily spend a couple of existing hours a day, every day, without even noticing it. And on top of everything that we equipped our Regigar with, we added an extra element, an application that is highly valuable by itself and lets Regigar vendors, users, and friends to stay in touch 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It is a free instant messenger called Common Ra, similar to WhatsApp and Viber and others, but with shopping, entertainment, and more extra features connected to Regigar Webball. So, from the shopper's point of view, there is absolutely no place like Regigar, the all-in-one online gigamall. And from the seller's point of view, Regigar is also extremely valuable, because you don't have to operate your own website and generate your own buyer's traffic. Just rent a store and use the webmall's traffic to attract your shoppers, just like a regular shopping center. But there is also one crucially important feature on Regigar that you don't see right away. A highly significant but hidden detail that makes Regigar the most outstanding shopping center of all, simply the best. Chapter 5, CMS. Do you know what the term CMS stands for? Google it, and the answer is Content Management System, a virtual thing that makes any website workable. Out of all free and paid content management systems in the world, like Joomla, WordPress, Drupal, and others, Regigar website is powered by 1C Bittrex, a paid CMS made by a Russian company of the same name. It is a very good, maybe even the best CMS on planet Earth, but who cares? Let computer guys worry, it's their concern, not ours. The CMS that interests us is a very different CMS, and it stands for Complementary Monetary System, which Regigar is on a first place. So, is Regigar a webmall or a complementary monetary system? It is sure a webmall for the outside viewer, but for us, the insiders, it is definitely a complementary monetary system. Scientifically backed, state-of-the-art, money-saving and money-making machine, brain and muscle of our business, major attraction for our vendors and users, beloved cash cow of our main benefactors, founders, managers, franchisees, and investors. What does it mean? To answer this question, let's take a quick tour on a very exciting matter: money. So what is money? Do you know? Actually, money makes the world go round by simplifying our barter, our exchange of products and services. Before there was money, people bartered without it. My potatoes in exchange for your grapes, his blacksmith works for her cleaning services, and so on and so forth. The problem with such a direct exchange occurs when I offer potatoes and need grapes, blacksmith works, and cleaning services, but they do not need my potatoes right now and need something else. And this is when the predecessors of money appeared in ancient Sumer, clay figurines of animals, which were used as a medium for barter exchange. I traded my potatoes for clay figures of rhino, that I later traded for grapes, blacksmith works, and cleaning services, and they later traded my former rhino figurines for something else. In a while, clay figurines became more durable and compact bronze coins, which shortly after were replaced by even more durable and compact iron coins that were taken over by gold and silver coins made from precious metals. Gold and silver it was for ages and even millenniums, up until the first paper money was printed in China in 140 BC. and much later in Europe in 1661 in Sweden. Since then, all the way up to 1971, the paper money was always guaranteed by gold or silver of their issuer. You could take a banknote to a bank and exchange it for a certain amount of gold and silver. So, for the issuer, the paper money had two costs. To pay for the paper and printing was one cost. To buy precious metals to securitize the bills was the other. In the beginning of 20th century, a German economist Sylvia Gesell, in one of his early works, wrote that a time will come very soon when there will be no need to securitize money with precious metals, and the economy will be totally different. And he was absolutely right. In 1971 came the Nixon shock, when US President Dick Nixon refused French President Charles de Gaulle to exchange US dollars for gold. Since then, our money is called fiat money, a term for unsecured, not gold or silver-backed money that is accepted by government as payment for taxes. Meaning that if government accepts such money as payment for taxes, citizens must accept it as well as payment for everything else. To issue paper fiat money, it costs only paper and printing, and to issue electronic fiat money, it costs nothing at all. However, central banks of all countries and Federal Reserve Bank of the United States are doing the so-called Gesell catch, named after Sylvia Gesell. What costs them nothing, they give to others on credit and even charge interest instead of charging a one-time small fee. And let me explain what it means, because this is extremely important. Suppose you are buying a house and need a mortgage. You go to a bank to get it. Your bank goes to the central bank tomorrow to borrow this money for, let's say, 2% annual percentage rate and lends it to you for, say, 5% APR. Your house serves as a collateral for this loan, and if you fail to make payments, your bank will seize your house. And if your bank fails to make payments to the central bank, it will seize your bank's assets, including the house that your bank seized from you. And here is the Gesell catch. It costs nothing for the central bank to issue electronic money to lend to your bank and later to you. But the collateral, your house, sure costs something. It costs a lot, doesn't it? In his early economic writing called The Reformation of the Monetary System as a Bridge to a Social State, Sylvia Gesell offered what he called a transaction charge. When the money is not secured by gold or silver, instead of lending it to your bank and charging interest, the central bank should just give it to your bank for free and charge a little one-time fee, a transaction charge, say 2% from the total amount. Your bank should also give, not lend money to you and charge, say, 5% one-time transaction charge. This way, the central bank makes money, your bank makes money, and your bank makes money, and you don't have to pay it back, nor do you have to pay any interest, because it didn't cost anything to the issuer to provide this money to you. Later, I will give a special webinar with more detailed information about the free money, but today I just wanted to show you that there is something very wrong with our monetary system, and now you know what it is, don't you? Gesell catch or not, there is always a shortage of money supply, bigger or smaller shortage, but money is never enough, especially for middle class and poor. And here is when complementary monetary systems come to help. They issue their own money, called private money or complementary currency. Usually, such private money is issued for members of certain shopping club or shopping community, like LETS, local exchange trading systems, where members pay and accept such community currency along with regular money. Imagine that you are a member of such a community and have a business that sells, say, lawn mowers that cost you, say, $60. You are selling them for, say, $100 in your retail store. But on the community billboard, you place an ad where you price your lawnmowers at 80 regular and 20 community dollars. When somebody buys a lawnmower from you, you use the community dollars to sell more lawnmowers by paying for more advertisement on a community billboard that accepts community dollars only. This way, everybody wins. You sell more lawnmowers with less profits on each, but make overall bigger profit on volume, and your customers spend less real money. And instead of just giving a discount, you are reimbursed with community currency that you can spend wisely. In other words, the discount isn't wasted away and becomes a valuable commodity, just like the money. For your information, there are several thousand complementary monetary systems operating around the world today, making life easier and better. Some of them are in business for almost a century, like Vir Bank in Switzerland that successfully operates its complementary Vir franc in combination with government Swiss franc on a local level since 1934, when it was established to jumpstart the Swiss economy during the Great Depression on revolutionary ideas and works of Sylvia Gesell. Ragigar's complementary currency is called bonus. Its currency symbol resembles the Bitcoin. But our bonus does not fluctuate in price like the Bitcoin does. One Ragigar bonus equals $1. There are three types of bonus transactions on Ragigar's complementary monetary system: sale, transfer, and payment. Sale is when you buy bonuses from the website, which issues new bonuses every time you purchase them. Transfer is when you transfer bonuses from your account to somebody else's. Payment is when you pay bonuses for website services such as advertising, and this is when bonuses annihilate, disappear from the system. First two transactions, sale and transfer, cost 5% each in real money. Third transaction, payment, is free. Now suppose that you are buying a lawnmower that costs $80 and 20 bonuses. If you don't have bonuses at all, Ragigar can issue and sell them to you for 5% sales charge. Buy 20 bonuses, pay $1. You will also need to pay 5% transfer charge. Transfer 20 bonuses to vendor's account, pay $1 to Ragigar. Therefore, the lawnmower will cost you just $82 while it retails for $100. You saved $18. Ragigar made 2 and seller made $80 and 20 bonuses that he will pay for more advertising on Ragigar to sell more lawnmowers. How many more lawnmowers will he sell? It is a proven historical fact that the turnover of products and services with complementary monetary system is from 15 to 20 times faster than without, meaning that everything will sell very fast on Ragigar, which will make real money on all sales and transfers of bonuses. And everybody is happy, especially buyers, because they're saving a lot of money on almost every purchase they make on a web mall. Sellers are happy too. They pocket a little less on each sale, but they sell many more and much faster. To finish this chapter of our today's webinar, imagine this. As the insider of Ragigar webmall and complementary monetary system, you will make a lot of money by making users and vendors extremely happy because they will save more and make more money on a regular basis. And isn't that what you always wanted to do? Become very rich by making others very happy? The last chapter, short one, how much? Now that you know some insider information about our business, it is time for you to ask how much. How much money will you be making if you join our team, and how much do you have to invest? To answer these questions, you need to know a lot more about our business model and our sources of income, how many of them we have, what they are, how much money they bring, and when. Aside from our operations with bonuses, we also have a lot of other sources of income, and this is what our next webinar is about: the detailed information on how Ragigar makes money and how you can make money, how much, where and when, before and after Ragigar's IPO. Dear ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being with us today on the Golden Eye, our first introductory webinar. Just to remind you that for your convenience, you can read and review the transcripts and slides of today's webinar by downloading them from the webinars page of Ragigar.biz, our promotional website. If you decide to move on to our next webinar, It's All About the Money, which you can find on Ragigar.biz webinars page. Thanks for giving us an opportunity to provide you with more knowledgeable and useful information. Once again, my name is Ved Liebman, President and Executive Chairman of Ragigar Inc. Glad to meet you today, and I'll see you on It's All About the Money, where you will get so many answers to so many questions that it will be a true revelation for you. See you soon. Bye-bye.